When we decided to build, we looked at going to project home builders and went and looked at a lot of display homes and decided that a display home would not suit our block of land. We thought we had beautiful views and none of the homes were suitable. Yarrum we were very familiar with, and between Yarrum and the architect, they were able to understand exactly what we wanted, even though we couldn't actually express it. We personally didn't see any real relationship between what we liked and disliked, but they could tell through all of the samples that we chose what we really wanted. And the architect went away and he came back basically with this design as a first concept. All of the staff of Yarrum were very, very helpful. I guess the person we had the most contact with was the project manager. And from the first time we met Scott, he basically told us what his philosophy was of building. And after that first meeting, Tim and I felt so confident that we had someone on side and someone we could trust to deliver the quality of build that we were looking for.
I have a very simple philosophy. If I wouldn't accept it in my house, I certainly wouldn't deliver it to one of my clients.
We've built 2 residential homes prior to building this house. This was probably the easiest in that I felt so comfortable with being able to come on site and look at things as they were evolving, and if there were any issues or any small changes we wanted to make, Yarrum were very receptive to letting us do that. So once we had settled on our plan, we asked Yarrum to quote for the build, and I was really happy with the amount of information they provided as part of the quote. Everything was very detailed, very specific about what the inclusions were. We chose appliances in the kitchen that were more expensive than what the quote allowed for, but that was an option that was available, so it wasn't a surprise that we had variations to the cost. One of the things that I found so encouraging about dealing with Yarrum was I knew that they weren't working towards just completing the home and going away. They were working towards completing a home that I would love living in, and something that I found really helpful that they offered was an interior designer, so that I could use her expertise to help me make some of my choices and selections that otherwise I may not have felt quite as confident doing. When our house was completed and we had our first invitations to friends to come over, and they just had such lovely things to say about the house. It made us feel really pleased with our design choice and with everything that we had worked so hard to achieve. I think if I had a friend who was asking for advice on choosing a builder, I would very happily suggest that they go to Yarrum.